Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video today. I'm gonna bring you, I believe, one of the most important suggestions, advices that I have for my clients. Today I wanna make sure that everyone walks out of this video knowing something really relevant about SEO and how to grow your website online. This is what I'm gonna give you today, the only mindset slash formula slash tactic that you really need on your website to start ranking higher. But today I want to start first with this prospect who gave me the courage to make this video, because I believe that it's been, I don't know how many clients that I've seen already, about tens of them, that also always have the same issue. They spend an enormous amount of money trying to work with agencies. I'm not saying that all agencies are bad, but I've met many that are pretty poor, and they waste your money. They don't really get you any results, and I don't understand why we don't simply, take a step back, plan it internally, and then find someone else who can do it for us. This is very important, guys, because not all the SEO strategies are the same. So if you outsource your strategies to another agency, if you give them the responsibility to rule over your future organic performance, you need to make sure they are really experts in the industry. They need to know exactly what works in the industry and what type of content needs to be written and how it needs to be written. So today, at least, I'm going to give you the idea of how SEO works, the key formula to understand it, so that you can take this to whoever you work with, an agency, a freelancer, or even your own company, and set the rules of the game. Okay. So usually there are a few common problems with agencies that I've seen when it comes to SEO, and most of the times is that the strategy is not very coherent. They try to implement the same for pretty much everyone. It's like a checklist, and I've seen that with all my clients. I can say it for certain, and that is not something that is going to work for most of them. I haven't really seen that working with my clients. Um, they waste a lot of money, obviously, and time, and there is not a solid strategy in the end. So the main thing you need to know is that whenever you want to start ranking on Google, the key strategy, the key idea that you need to get from this video is, guys, content. Content is king. We've seen it so many times. We've seen that and heard that so many times. But you really need to believe it. Content is key. Now, the question is, how do I create a content plan? How do I make a strategy around my SEO? And this is what I'm going to be helping you with today. So once we understand that this is critical, especially for new brands, we need an action plan. And this is very simple. The first thing we are going to do is that we're going to sit down, we're going to write down all the possible ideas we can write about in our blog. We can ask our colleagues, we can ask ourselves, we can ask our clients, we can go to the reviews that people leave us, we can go to the competition to see what keywords they're ranking for. If you want to see how to find out how they're ranking for which keywords, let me know in the comments. We can make another video. You can go on social media and find out exactly what people are saying. What you want in the end is an entire list of ideas that you can implement in the future. Now, this is critical. There is no AI tool that's going to help you with this to do it perfectly. You can use AI, you can use ChatGPT, but the level of uniqueness, that is the key. The level of uniqueness is just going to come from you and the ones around you, the experts in the matter. Okay. So why do I say uniqueness? Is because if you are creating the same content that is already on Google, why would Google index your site? And this is the most common issue I see with all the agencies. They just they just do research online and they publish stuff, or they use AI to create your content. They tweak it and they just publish it. What else am I adding to Google? There is nothing else. So why would Google rank your site? So this is the most critical thing. By you putting some time on your paper, writing down your ideas, your thoughts, you're giving that extra layer of uniqueness that is going to help you rank higher. Then we will create a content plan. Okay. So based on all of the things that you've collected, we will see what content pillars we can create. So we will have to categorize the different ideas. So maybe if you are in the SEO industry, you can talk about the making of the shoe, the materials. You can talk about the shoelaces. You can talk about the origins of the history of wearing shoes. You can have different categories, and within each content pillar or category, we're gonna be diving into the nitty gritty details. So we're gonna have many articles within each category. That level of depth, along with the uniqueness of your inputs, is gonna make you rank higher. And I can certainly say that I've seen it so many times, and it just works. But we need to be patient. Okay. So once we have those categories, we will then move on to a content calendar, and that will help us plan properly. We want to have at least 2 articles per week. That would be ideal. If you cannot at the start, aim for one. And finally, focus on execution. Okay, so just get it done. Now, one of the things that I suggest here is that you write it yourself. If you don't want to write it yourself, there are really good people out there that can help you out. If you don't have anyone internally, they can do the research, but they need to be interviewing you. They need to say, hey, my name is Eduardo. Eduardo, let me ask you some questions about PPC and SEO. Like, how do you see search evolving in the coming months? What do you think about this type of update? What do you think about what happened recently on this specific event? All the ideas that I share with this person that eventually is going to go into the writing of the final article, that is unique to the internet, and Google is going to find value there. It's going to find new angles, new ideas, new ways of looking at the answer to that specific article, and that is going to help you much more than simply going into AI or going into researching, and that's it. You need to put your part. So here's what I was saying: is the do-it-yourself content strategy. Do not rely on writers if you don't want to. Do not rely on agencies for certain. They are not going to have the expertise that you hold. And there are so many tools out there, some of which I'm going to be sharing in the coming videos, to simply automate things much faster. But in the beginning, you really want to make sure you handle the system and you feel comfortable with it. Do not simply automate things without understanding. Just take it step by step, and the steps here are create, build, execute. Okay. Finally, no, sorry. Unique content tips. Many people rely only on AI. As I said, it's not the solution. It's going to give you problems. And I've seen so many sites being penalized manually by Google. And those who didn't listen to me in the beginning, some clients who decided not to continue with me because we were doing a proper work that costed a bit more, now are coming back with a manual penalty, which I'm not obviously happy to take, because it's a huge amount of work if that happens, and I don't think it's worth it. First is the mindset. We need to play by the rules. We need to have a strategy, and we need to execute. So just bear that in mind. Do not take the easy route, because you're gonna get burned. And then share your personal experiences, examples, interview people, like anything you can come up with for that specific article. Make the most out of your network. It's gonna really help you. Now, once you publish the content, we're gonna revisit the content in a few months, maybe 2-3 months, just to see how Google is treating it. Maybe we see that it doesn't really rank in the beginning, then we see some spikes. Maybe we see that ends up in the 10th page. It's good. I mean, it's somewhere, especially for the first articles that you write. Do not expect to be on the first page. Expect to do as good as possible, but then do not expect to be on the very first page if you don't really post content frequently. But expect it over time. Okay, it will just improve over time. And then that's it, guys, for the closing remarks. I would really encourage you to start the journey. Do not close this video and decide I'll do it tomorrow. Try to take some time every day to write down, to think of 10 minutes. What can I write about? Spend a week, 10-15 minutes writing down all the ideas that you have. go and find someone else if you don't want to do it. Someone in your team, maybe an external writer if you have to. But make sure that the writer is motivated with for the niche that you're in. Okay, do not take anyone for the sake of them making money. I know it's easy to say, but there's gonna be people who really enjoy writing about your industry. Interview them, let them make them write a writing test. Sometimes I even tell them to write it in front of me, so I don't have to then double check whether it's AI or not. So make sure that you are with them if you need to, and then simply have a system where they can easily access the content that you have. They can share the questions they have, and then they can reapply them to the article they're writing. And guys, if you have any questions, if you want to see if you want to know specific things about how to rank on SEO, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. For now, thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.